So today we've been meeting the CEOs of 12 European companies who are representing the entire European battery value chain. So we split it, the whole production of the batteries in several stages, and each one of the stages was represented by the CEO who was representing the cluster, which is focusing on that part of the value chain production. So we had the companies like BASF, eBility, EDF, 4C Power, Infinity, Nordwall, Orano, Saft, Schneider, Umicore, Volkswagen, and Vulcan Energy Resources. I hope I haven't omitted anyone. And of course, the decision today was at first to take stock how the project of these companies and the European Battery Alliance was affected by the COVID crisis. And I mean, to my great joy, I have to say that the work on this project was not slowed down. We heard what would be the challenges in coming weeks and months, how to increase demand, and we've been exchanging the views, what should be the next steps we should undertake together, how to appeal to public authorities, how to make sure that in our future program, the traceability of the raw materials, the carbon footprint of the products would be not only maintained and promoted by the work of all streams which are coming under the European Commission, but how to reflect it properly into the future battery regulations which we are preparing for the autumn of this year. And then, of course, there was the exchange of view how these companies see the cooperation with the European Commission, with the EIB, and we agreed that after what I hope will be excellent proposal coming very soon to the table, not only of the European Commission, but the co-legislator on multi-annual financial framework and recovery fund, that we should probably meet again and to see, you know, what does it mean for the European Battery Alliance. And we also agreed that we would do our utmost to convene the ministerial meeting of all ministers who are representing the companies in the European Battery Alliance in early autumn.
Thank you, Vice President. Vice President McDowell, would you like to add?
Hello. Yes, I mean, I'd only add just one perspective. I mean, certainly, I don't think it was ever the intention that these meetings are decision-making meetings. These are coordination meetings between public institutions and private institutions, and indeed between the private sector themselves. And the idea is to make sure we all have a shared analysis and assessment of the challenges and opportunities, and therefore can align ourselves effectively to take advantage of those opportunities. And from the EIB's perspective, that is the great benefit of these meetings, is that we're understanding firsthand the dynamics of what's going on within industry, the competitive challenges they're facing, the financing challenges they're facing, the investment environment, the market environment, and we're able to feed that into our due diligence process, and we're able to feed that into our own business strategy. And as usual, I found the meeting today particularly insightful in terms of both the short-term and medium-term impact of the COVID-19 crisis on this sector. And it was quite clear, notwithstanding some of the immediate supply and demand shocks facing the sector, which we're all very aware of, that in the medium term, this crisis actually may turn out to be positive for this industry, because it's going to put a very sharp focus on both the sustainability and resilience of supply chains in key parts of European industry, notably the auto sector. And for the European battery sector, that's probably going to be, in the medium term, a positive impact. And certainly from the perspective of a bank lending into that sector, that's a very important insight and a very important piece of analysis for our own purposes. Thank you.
Many thanks.